This is a response to the press release made by the Commissioner for Information in Ebonyi State, Barrister Ikuwa Omebe, in response to the press release made by the PDP governorship candidate in Ebonyi State for 2027, High Chief Dr. Ifeanyi Chukwuma Udi. The Commissioner for Information, I don't blame because he's not a media professional and he does not even know what citizens journalism means. Taken that he is not a journalist, he ought to have basic knowledge of citizens journalism. It will have helped him to know how to respond to issues of political campaign. Yes, because his response to Anyichuks, the governorship candidate of PDP, is nothing to write home about. So no media man could have responded in the manner the commissioner did. He titled it 2027 Ebonyi guber race, supporting a governorship candidate who has no investment in Ebonyi State is like a man selling the land he inherited from his ancestors to pay for house rent in a city. The titling is faulty. You don't title press statement that lengthy. No, press statements are not this lengthy. And they are not clock. You don't make it to look as if you're already explaining what you want to communicate in the body of the statement. So the man does not know what it takes to be commissioner for information. Now, you are telling Anyichuks to go and contest governorship in the state he pays his tax, that he does not have any business in Ebonyi, that he has not brought his wealth into Ebonyi. He does not have this business and the other business in Ebonyi as to contribute to the economic development of Ebonyi State. Well, the same commissioner forgot that his principal, the governor, never had any personal business in Ebonyi prior to his election as governor. He never had any personal business, not even one. One, he does not have. So why you are seeking equity? You should do that with clean hands. Muifru did not establish any business as a private individual in Ebonyi State before he became governor. He didn't. All he has achieved came from politics. You see? So Anyichuks has built his residence in Ebonyi. He has empowered people in Ebonyi. He has given scholarships. He has awarded even foreign scholarships. He has constructed roads. He has built 132 houses for people cutting across the local government areas of Ebonyi. So what else do you want him to do? He has empowered many people, including myself. Who did Muifru empower before he joined politics? Who? Mention such people. We are not talking about when he became Speaker of House of Assembly, because Anyichuks has not become anything politically. What did Muifru empower people with before he joined politics in 2011? The answer is nothing. He has not empowered, he had not empowered people before joining politics. But Anyichuks has empowered people. Many built houses, 130 houses, fenced them with a water system. So what do you mean, Mr. Commissioner? You don't have to be embarrassing yourself and embarrassing the government and the governor anytime you release press statements. You're telling Anyichuks to go and contest in the city or in the state he's paying tax. No, this is just unacceptable. Before Sam Egu, His Excellency Senator Dr. Sam Egu became governor of Ebonyi State, what was his personal business in Ebonyi? What was his personal investment in Ebonyi State? Could you tell me what Sam Ego had on ground, investment wise? You see? So you see that precedence is not what you can hide. Elechi, when he came on board, what investment did he have? Well, we could say he had a small, maybe construction firm, which was contract based, M&J Construction Nigeria Limited. So it's only Dave Umahi that had personal businesses in Ebonyi prior to his joining politics, brass oil. You see? So, Iku Omebe, this is not how to be a commissioner of information. I don't blame you. You don't have background of media and publicity. And you don't even have background of citizens journalism. Citizens journalism should have inculcated in you basic knowledge of political publicity. You don't insult someone with what yourself did. You don't criticize someone with what you are faulty of. It is not done, Mr. Commissioner. You erred. What were the investments of Governor Nwifuru before he joined politics? So, as a media person, as a government spokesman, you ought not to raise that topic in the first place. You ought not to say, Anyichuks should go and contest where he has businesses. No, because it doesn't make sense. Mr. Commissioner, it doesn't make sense. People have been laughing at you. If you didn't know, people have been mocking you. You must not be a journalist, a trained journalist, to have common sense, politically speaking. It is unfortunate. Okay, you said instances. Dr. Sam Egu served as a lecturer in the Enugu State University, Abakaliki Annex, now Ebonyi State University. Thank God you said in Enugu State. That was what Sam Egu was into. Anyichuks is into private business, and you don't tell a businessman where to establish his businesses, for crying out loud. You don't have such powers. I think it is very obdurate of you to tell a businessman where to establish his businesses. Business is not what you do with the same mindset you play politics. No. You invest where you make your money. Okay, since Nwifuru came on board as governor, has there been any new investment in Ebonyi State? Has there been one investor, one? Have you recorded one investment in Ebonyi State? So you should know these basic nuances in public communication. It is very important, so that you don't embarrass yourself, the government and the governor you think you are defending. It is unfair. Taken that you are a lawyer, you are not a journalist. But it is part of why the governor of Ebonyi State, His Excellency Francis Nwifuru, failed. He gave appointments to you people and portfolios that you don't have basic knowledge of. So it is very poor of you. You don't tell a businessman, for crying out loud, where to establish his or her his businesses, where to make investments. You don't do business with emotions. It is not it. That's not how to run businesses. And it is very unfortunate. Maybe you were not doing anything prior to your becoming a councillor, from councillor to local government chairman in Ebonyi. You just left law school and faced politics. You never practiced law for once. So you don't even have the right. You don't even have, the privilege to be speaking this you've spoken. You have not practiced law. You have not had personal businesses. Politics has been feeding you. And you opened your mouth, challenging someone who has produced men billionaires, someone who has empowered people with houses, with businesses, with media gadgets, with Ikuwomebe. This is not how to be a commissioner of information. You embarrassed yourself, you embarrassed the government and the governor. Politically speaking, this is not how to make image for a government. You shouldn't have said that which you said. Eh? You are talking about the aforementioned indigenous governors of the state encouraged youth enterprise and embraced the Akurulo syndrome, for which Igbo people are known and respected. You are equating Anyichuks, a private individual, to a governor. What do you mean, this young man? Anyichuks has not been a governor. He has not held any public office. Why are you now equating his performance to that of a governor? Are you all right? You see, on 29th May 2023, another state-conscious patriot, His Excellency Right Honorable Builder Francis Ogbonnaya took the baton of leadership as the fourth executive governor of Ebonyi State. Prior to his becoming governor of Ebonyi, he served as committed legislator and member of Ebonyi State House of Assembly, where his extraordinary leadership style and legislative prowess earned him a chief lawmaker, speaker. Ikuwomebe, you are just looking for a straw to clutch on from drowning. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're saying, young man. And it is unfortunate at your age. Basic political communication. You don't know. This is not how to speak for government. Everybody knows that the worst House of Assembly Ebonyi State has ever had was when Nwifuru was speaker for 8 years. The worst House of Assembly. Budgets were passed. Budgets were submitted and passed the same day. Budgets were submitted today and passed today. It was during Nwifuru's speakership. And you are aware of it. And you criticized it that time. You are now trying to embellish the same calamity with ribbons of resplendence. No, it is wrong, my brother. It is wrong. Everybody in Ebonyi knows that when Nwifuru was Speaker of Ebonyi State House of Assembly, Ebonyi State House of Assembly was an annexure of Ebonyi Government House. You are aware of it. Everything that came to the House was approved the same day it was submitted. And you call that House of Assembly. And you're praising such a speaker. No, you are wrong. That's not how to be a speaker of a House of Assembly. He said, for a fact, the administration of Governor Francis Nwifuru has advanced the state's human capital. Human capital where? Where? You don't even know how to do propaganda. You don't even know how to come up with propaganda. You don't do propaganda this way. Which human capital? In what ways? Economic and infrastructural development by enabling domestication of investment. Where? Which investment? You should have listed examples of such the result of the human capital investment and the business domestication. You should have listed them. That's how to argue. That's how to present a piece of rebuttal. The fair economic policies of the present administration have no doubt improved commerce and industry in the state with an overwhelming surge in Human Development Index. Which state? Ebonyi. Ebonyi that we all are from and know what's happening inside there. Child, you can lie. You don't even know how to lie. You don't don't even know how to lie. Politics and governance. We are in a democracy, and in obedience to democratic values and principles, with respect to the rule of law, the present administration under visionary Nwifuru, anchored in the People's Charter of Needs, doctrine allows multi-party democracy. Opposition political parties are not attacked or intimidated. The state is free. But your principal, the governor, some weeks back, threatened violence on anyone contesting against him, where he said that he would consume them. Abinobiso. Go and learn how to lie. The governor should redeploy you. This is not how to be a commissioner of information, for crying out loud. You should be redeployed. I've never seen this kind of information commissioner. You don't even know how to do propaganda. A propaganda looks like reality. You don't even know what propaganda is. You said here, you said, for fairness, in principle and good conscience, and in interest of Ebonyi people and the future of the state, Ebonyi people are advised to choose patriotic governance. They should avoid contestants and candidates who have no business, enterprise, investment, or property in the state, especially wealthy entrepreneurs from the state who have deliberately refused to establish their business and acquire property in the state to help develop the state, do not have the, you don't even know what to write. You can't even make correct sentence. Now, what business was Nwifuru doing? What establishment did Nwifuru have in Ebonyi prior to joining politics? We are talking about an Anyichuks who has never been in politics, who has never held any political office, who has never collected contract from Ebonyi state government. What private establishment did Nwifuru have before joining politics in 2011? Tell yourself the truth. So all I see here is, okay, you said here, go to where you invest and pay tax and contest. Imagine. Just imagine. See it now. Let me show you. Go to where you invest and pay tax. It is time to place the common interest and general welfare of Ebonyi people above political affiliation and personal interest. Ebonyi people reject contestants and candidates who have no business enterprise, property, or investment in the state. They are political hawks who want to carry your hard-earned mandate and the economy of Ebonyi state from unfamiliar distance. Could you just imagine? Someone that calls himself a commissioner, a lawyer. So this is just unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Signed, Barrister Chifiku Omebe, Honorable Commissioner of Information and State Orientation. It is unfortunate. A commissioner for information that does not know how to defend the government he speaks for. Is that kind of, what kind of commissioner of information is that? You're equating someone who has never been in government with governors. What do you mean? How do you mean, my friend? Anyichuks wants to save Ebonyi from the calamity that is Nwifuru and his administration. And Ebonyi people are aware that Anyichuks has the capacity to do that. He has the capacity to deliver Ebonyi from the dungeon of bad governance your principal indoctrinated Ebonyi into. We are not going to make the mistake of returning a governor who is confused, a governor who is not exposed, a governor who is not well educated, a governor who does not have a job for himself, apart from being a governor. I don't even want to bring the luxurious lifestyle of his wife, lest anybody accuses me of trying to bring family life into governance. So the issue here is that the press statement you released, Mr. Commissioner, is null and void. and you simply insulted the government that you speak for. You simply insulted yourself and the governor, and we like it that way. We like it that way. I am Sir Chika Nwoba.